Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia Hughes Show.
What is going on, everybody out there? I think I've been live 3 times today. And remember, starting tomorrow at 9 o'clock, it will be Coffee with Cretia. One more time. It will be Coffee with Cretia. Y'all brought it up. What was that lady? She was like, you need to do, go come on in the morning time. So I think that's starting tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern, because I ain't getting up no earlier. I'm just being honest. Like, 6 o'clock, 7 is the latest. 9, 10, 11. It depends on what my body wake up. Now, I'm kidding. So starting tomorrow, we will start a very first morning talk, because so many of y'all was activated this morning on the live. That was so cool. We talked an hour. So if we could just talk an hour every morning and get us energized for our day, then I say let's do it. So that's what's going to be happening starting tomorrow at 9 Eastern a.m. and afternoon in Australia with Tony Lee Blight. yeah. We're going to start chit-chatting early in the morning. How's it going to go? I don't know, but you better believe one of these days I'm going to have that cup with the birdie on it. So there you go. Let's give our shout-outs, and we really got to talk about this. We did a live breaking news. Technically, it ain't breaking because it's been out there, and the energy, something. We'll get all that in a minute. Pretty much said everything that they did to the world and to the people of the United States was illegal and unconstitutional. One more time, and I'm on .gov. So you can believe it or not, we played it because I wanted everyone to see that we've been griping for a while about Dr. Fructose corn syrup. Well, all of them in every order pretty much was illegal. So Dave, get the show started. Let's give our shout outs. And then let's get into that first article. Hey y'all, respect yourself. Hey Terry Butler, what's up, Wendy? Respect yourself. Hey Sharon, how you doing out there? Respect yourself. Just one more time. Now y'all see I wake up with energy. Don't ask where they come from. Probably having hot flashes all night. Hey, Joe Baby. Listen, wait a minute. Let me give my shout outs first. Hey, Joe, what's going on? Sharon, how you doing out there? Wendy, hey, Terry Butler, what's up? Marcella, how you doing out there? Yes, ma'am. Hey, Troy Mitchell. I've been nice to Dave. Well, I was in a meeting. I didn't have no choice. Hey there. What's up, David Whitman? How you doing out there? Hey, Miss Judy Stearns. Girl, you gonna say my whole name? Facebook made you show your ID. Hey there. What's going on, Elena? All right, so you know what? David, those people could care less about the Constitution. They do. I care about the Constitution. I care about the grand jury. And if you saw where I was today at Golden Corral in Gainesville, Georgia, some of those people in there was the founder of the Tea Party in the state of Georgia. You could say the Tea Party at the, the top level. I don't care about those. Those are the Debbie Dooleys of it all. But Mike Scupine and a whole bunch of those people that was in that room today was the ones that taught me about the Federal Reserve. They taught me about quantitative easing. They taught me about grand jury nullification. I had no idea that was a real damn thing, David. All these people that I have met, and to see a whole bunch of them in the room with us. But the point was, after I shut off the microphone, we're going to get into this article, is that I feel like I'm tired of getting chastised. I'm tired. If the people in that room today knew this stuff was going on in the 60s, I was born in the 70s. Why I'm fighting your battles? Why are we still talking about it out here in the real world? So y'all dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Everyone that was born in the 60s and the 50s, there's no reason why myself, born in the 70s, need to talk about something that was going on in the 1800s. And now you fed up and saying, people need to do better. What the hell you was doing all your life, and why I got to pick up the mantle? So before you start chastising people that's on the front line out here, and you might not like the way we talk, we don't give a damn. Because we picking up your slack. Some of this stuff should have been taken care of way before I was born. So how in the hell are we talking about it decades later, ain't nothing changed? Just like David Whitman said. But it's good to know that there's some people in there that are still willing to teach us what it really means about jury nullification, what it means about quantitative easing, what it means about the damn Constitution of the United States, and not worrying about how someone talks, walks, or looks. At least we're on the front line. Once you go on over there and retire, hush it up. And let us go ahead and finish it. Because I said it once the cameras were cut off, people are ready to take it to the street. You want me to lie? Because that's what y'all been doing to us all our life. You've been sugarcoating all our life. So what do you want? What you want us to do? Sit down, bury our heads, let my grandchildren be out there ass out? I'm not going to do it. So if the older generation think that we're too rough around the edges, y'all made us this way. It's your fault. The reason why we still out here battling this. If you knew it was going on way back there in the 1960s, where your mama and them was. So why are we dealing with it today? So y'all might want to stop chastising the people on the front line, because we done had it with your upper lips. So if you ain't out here and you just sitting your little crust asses somewhere in the sea listening to someone talk, but you ain't willing to get out there yourself or put yourself in the line of fire, shut up talking to me. I'm over it. It's too much. So Mike Scupine doing all of that research, breaking it down from the 1700s to the 1500s, all the way to the 1800s, to the Magna Carta, to grand jury nullifications, how DAs are not supposed to having constitutional script. And I have to listen to that afterwards, after he done broke his tail and made sure I had my stuff together. And you, Mr. Man, what are you doing to teach the next generation? Besides grumbling at us, what you want us to say? Pull up your pants. At least they out there on the street for you to see the back of their ass. You don't like how they are taking care of the situation now? Then I guess you should have took care of the situation a long time ago, and we wouldn't be in this boat right now and trying to protect the rule of law. So everyone out there, I'm over that bull crap. No more of the finger pointing. Get up, get out, and do something, or shut the hell up. Did I say that? I kind of did, but I was a little bit more pinky in the air, sophisticated. No, the hell I wasn't. I just didn't cuss. Hey, Linda, what's going on? Chris Brown. Hey there, Jamie. How you doing? Right on. So if we know about the 45 rules of communist goals that was brought into fruition in 1963, and we seeing it come into fruition right now because there's only two left, Connolly Reservation Act and dismantling the FBI. Well, that's close. And we already know that they're having plans when Joe Biden last year gave our sovereignty over to the UN and the World Health Organizations for our own health decisions. And then we finding out on a video today, because it just popped on my timeline, that you had the committee in Washington, D.C. sit there and tell you 14 people in HHS was illegal and unconstitutional, everything that they did from 2020 all the way to June 2023. It was all illegal and unconstitutional. Let me hear the words that came out my mouth one more time. Everybody that had that feeling in the back of your throat that something wasn't right, it wasn't. For everyone out there that did not comply the first time, even though we was virtual signal bullied and everything else, you was right on point. For everybody else that questioned the rule of law, congratulations. You knew something just ain't right. It was dead right. Now listen to this. For everybody out there, it's got a .gov. It's true. It says the Energy and Commerce Republicans, HHS, failed to follow the Constitution and the law. It says the House Energy and Commerce Committee Republicans, led by Chair Kathy McMorris Rogers, Subcommittee of Oversight and Investigations Chair. I'm not going through all that. Let's keep going. It says that held a press conference today on the Health and Human Services, HHS, Xavier Bashir, I think that's his name, failure to lawfully reappoint key National Institute of Health officials, including Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup. He shouldn't have been on our TVs every single day. He shouldn't have opened his lip one time. And to mandate and regulate and put feet on the floor and say social distance. Woo, child, come on, we're going to keep on going. I will. It says that below are the highlights of the press conference. It's the Energy and Commerce Chair Committees .gov. You can go look for it for yourself and you can follow along. It says the chair, what's her first name? Because I ain't gonna try to tell, Kathy. The chairwoman, Kathy. We're here today because the HHS Secretary, Bashir, has failed to follow the Constitution and the law. There has been a complete breakdown of accountability at the agency that has lost the trust of the American people, especially during COVID-19. How many people came to our pages virtual signaling? I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. 14 NIH officials, including Dr. Fructose Corn Syrup, held unlawful positions and exercised authority that they didn't have, which includes approving $26 billion in grants. This is unprecedented, and it calls into question the validity of every decision that these officials have made since December of 2021 to June of 2023, including Dr. Fructose awarding new grants to Eco Health Alliance. But what is even more egregious is that the Health and Human Services covered it up. You came to my page questioning me every single day. How many days after day after day I was called a liar? From Republicans and their crunchy followers all the way to libtards and their demonic masters. How many times did someone come on your page or in your ear with the yip yap? And you knew something in your spirit said, you better hold on, don't do it, don't go there. Do not believe it. You better do your own research. You better not trust these people. And then when we decided not to trust these people because that internal signal or the Holy Spirit, for the people that don't want to call it for real, it truly is your conscience and the Holy Spirit that whispered in your ear and said, who you going to believe? Hold on tight. Don't put that mask on. Don't take not one damn shot. Who you going to believe? Fear not. And know that I am God, not them. But it's getting hard down here. They're making us computer chip. They are, taking people from their jobs. They're taking kids from their moms and dads. They're arresting pastors. Heavenly Father, what are we supposed to do? They are shutting down everybody. Heavenly Father, they are literally, you told us we're supposed to look after the elderly and the innocent among these. They won't let us. What do? Keep going. Keep speaking. Keep standing firm. Get out there every single day. Do what's necessary, but don't stop. Even if they can't find you no more, because you ain't the liar, because you actually did your research. You believe in me, don't you? You trust me, don't you? You don't trust the man of this world, do you? Not at all, Heavenly Father. What do I need to do? Keep witnessing. Keep talking. Keep showing them where to find the proof, and sooner or later, one day, they might open their eyes, but if they don't, knock the dust off your feet and talk to the next person and leave the rest of them alone, or either throat punch them. It's your choice, depending on when they run up in your face. We're going to keep on going. For everybody that called me a doubter, a liar, a misinformation, disinformation, if you ever put that on my page, I'm going to ask you to leave exit stage left. You shouldn't be here. I ain't changed my stance not one damn day. You shouldn't be here no more. It says, for more than a year, the administration has misled our committees through this investigation, and our questions have been pretty simple one. Can you show us the documents that prove Secretary Bashir followed the Constitution and the law in reappointing these 14 senior officials who exercise immense power and authority they didn't have? Who's your Lord and Savior? Who's your boss? Who? Fructose corn syrup? Because a whole bunch of y'all fell for that. Back over here. There needs to be accountability. No one is above the law. Then you might want to tell Brian Kemp that too. Tell Brian Kemp, tell DHS, tell DDS, tell HHS, tell NIH, tell Zuckerberg, tell Twitter. Why don't you tell every damn body? It says Americans need to know that their tax dollars are being spent responsibly, effectively, and lawfully, and that the people making these decisions are lawfully authorized to make them. The Oversight Subcommittee Chair Griffin, the idea was to let's take a look at the various bureaucrats, unelected bureaucrats, never mind. It says to make sure that they're being reappointed. They wasn't. Not reappointed as a matter of course, and not reappointed by somebody below the secretary, and we didn't see any evidence of proper reappointment. It says, so we wrote a letter 16 months ago that says these NIH officials not appear to have been reappointed, and the HHS basically played a shell game since then until a couple of weeks ago saying, oh, that's right, everything is okay. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Everything is fine. It wasn't fine way back in 2020. It wasn't fine when they told you to stay in your house 2 weeks. We need a 2-week curve. I said, hey, this ain't right, y'all. No, we need 2 more. Hey, y'all, come on now. It's been a month. We need 2 more weeks. What the hell going on? I got a rally to put on. Push it back one more time, Brian Kemp. Push my rally back one more time. Standing in the living room, it's for the greater good. Say it one more damn time, Brian Kemp. It's for your greater good. He said it one more time, I'm going to hate him forever. It's for your greater good. No more. Nope. I don't like you. Don't even come nowhere near me. Don't try to shake my hand. Don't photobomb me. Don't even, stay the hell away from me. Nope, you mean you fell for that. And then when you dig a little deeper, what you mean you accepted $1 billion from China? What is that, Brian Kemp? Why are y'all having secret meetings off the coast of Georgia? Why you, during the shutdown of the scamdemic of it all, did y'all decide to have meetings in Athens at a closed hotel? Somebody answer me these questions. You can't. It was against the law to begin with. Back to what I was saying. And then suddenly, eventually, they must have gotten around to realizing they were still in violation of the law, so they tried to do it retroactively. Oh, they got caught with their hand in the cookies. Our bad. Well, turn your head over there. See, we reappointed them. Too late. You can't do that. You can't retroact something that's against the law, Democrats, Republicans alike. It says also, it could have been 2.5 months of fixing the problem. Instead, it is 1.5 years. It says, for more than a year, Dr. Fauci, a highly paid public employee at the time, served unlawfully and without proper appointment. It was during this period he was awarded a new grant to Eco Health Alliance and served as the chief medical advisor to Biden's COVID-19 response team. And as in this role as top COVID advisor, he used his position to recommend mandates that was unlawful and unconstitutional. Yeah, I ain't never forgiven this. I ain't never forgetting nor forgiven. That's on my mom. And that's for on every elderly person that died in an old folks home by themselves, for every baby that was born and they didn't have no one, for every funeral that people was not allowed to go to. I'm not forgiven. And neither will I ever forget what y'all did. And that's not including the multitude of suicides that you wrote off as COVID. Back to this. It is unfair to the American people that while he held the position unlawfully, I'm about to cry. Do you know the damage this rat and weasel did? He used his platform to be a voice of science, and we couldn't even question the science. And you're going to run to my page and say, gotta believe the science. That's not science. If you can't question it, it's not science. One more damn time for anybody else to lie to you. If you cannot question science, it's not science. It also says, voice of science and shame those with alternative points of view, in addition to pushing for questionable public health guidance policies, all behind CDC, the World Health Organization, and the NIH, backed up by the HHS. I said it from day damn one. This is so unconstitutional. This is not right. They have no authority to do this. This is the rule of law in the United States of America. I don't care what your Democrat cohorts or your Republican cohorts have got in your head. This is still the rule of law. And I just kept mailing and kept waving this every day for anyone that had the backbone to pick it up and read it and get out of my face. Y'all can go over there to hhs.gov. It's .gov. I'm sure if you really want to know the truth and not get it secondhand for yourself and actually open up another website and go to their own words, you will see it for yourself. Since no one believed us. No one believed B-Dub. No one believed Karma. No one believed Christy, Paul Wall, Juan, my husband, myself, Sheena, LaCastia, and everybody else that was screaming it from the rooftop. And we sitting here trying to cover our words like Quidquan, Ivermectin 10. When all of this stuff, then they're going to actually approve it after they, ooh, child, it's too much. It's too much. The scam, now you see why I'm saying it was a scam. It's a tagline that has never left my side. Scamdemic. Y'all falling for this? Y'all still falling for this? A month later, you still falling. 2 months later, okay, we'll keep showing Dr. Fructose corn syrup every damn day. Every day, fine, I'll keep showing it. If you want to hear the man, you want to hear the weasel. I don't believe him, but you can go ahead. Operation Warp Speed. Oh, you're going to start about shooting people. It's mandatory, required. I ain't showing nothing else from him. You can get your news about Dr. Fructose corn syrup or COVID-19 away from my page. Did I not do it? I stopped showing it. I stopped talking about it. I stopped it all. And you know what? You couldn't talk about it. So we was doing signals, messing up with our words. So, we wouldn't get shut down. And no one thought that was okay. No one. So like I said, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. And that is Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. Thank y'all, too, for getting, not Marco Rubio. Who's the one that's going after Fauci? Rand Paul. Thank you so much. For everyone that dogged those two gentlemen, shame on yourselves. For everyone that didn't believe in your own psyche, shame on you. For everyone that allowed someone to bully you into submission, Shame on you. For everyone that dropped your head when you knew you was right all along, get a backbone. Stop second guessing yourself to get along, go along. Stop it. If you know something is wrong, don't keep your mouth closed. There's so many people that we could have saved on a regular, just kept talking about it. Even during the midst of it all, even during the year 2020 and 2021, I didn't stop talking. I was like, y'all still falling for this? Please stop. Get off my page. Matter of fact, is this after all this time? Don't even come up. Don't run up in my face. I was waiting on my Karen. I was like, when I'm gonna get a Karen? I was waiting on her. Cause this is something that no grown adult should have ever been played on. Out of all your life and every traumatic incident you might have ever went through, nothing gave you the warning signals that all of this was fake from the beginning. Nothing in your internal psyche was like, pause for the cause for a minute, even if you're the odd man out. Nothing in your internal warning signal warned you that all this was a scam way back then. Way back in 2020. None of this. Nothing that Paul Wall said. Nothing that Braxton said. Nothing that Miss Barbara and them said. Nothing that Sheena and them said. Because they all collectively we all started coming together and actually just comparing notes. B-Dub brought hers. Karma brought hers. Braxton, LaCastia, everybody was like, hey, we got tighter. We got a little tighter every day. We start leaning on each other every day, and a whole bunch of people turned the damn television off. A whole bunch of people did. And a whole bunch of people either lost their jobs, lost their lives, had an adverse reaction, and you'll never be made whole. And I said way back then, you better make them fire you. You better not quit one damn iota. You better have a paper trail. Don't walk off that job. You better make sure they fire you for refusing that jibbity jab. And now, what's been happening all this year alone, they are rehiring everyone that has got fired during that time. It's a damn shame that what we allowed a bunch of rich people to placate on us. And when we realize there's more of us than them. And then when you finally get fed up, sick and tired of life, you won't fall for this anymore. But we at the bottom of the hour. We'll be right back. Go ahead, Dave. Hey there.
We are here to defend democracy.
Misinformation poses a threat to our nation's health.
Climate change is an emergency.
Democratic socialism.
Codify one's right to choose.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes, where I am trying to suck it up and be a big girl because Sheila, like I said, I am so sorry. They killed her dad. They killed a lot of people. They killed a lot of people. They used us as lab rats. Hey, Andrew, welcome, Andrew. How you doing out there? Robin, name of the article, HHS Give. Let me tell you the name of the article and where I actually got it at, because, I keep that. Y'all shouldn't have told me. There's so many people that didn't have funerals, and if they could, then they did have funerals, they couldn't go. That's not right. It says the name of it from what I got. Let me get back up here. The energycommerce.house.gov /post/e-and, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it in the chat rooms. That's just too much, okay? So copy and paste. They killed so many damn people, y'all. They killed so many people. They killed so many of us. And I said us, because I can't keep myself out of that. They was targeting us, all of us. Okay, let me go ahead and hit enter. Let me go ahead and hit enter. Hey, Robin, I just put it up there. Hey, Donna, my family kept me away since the first jibbity jab. 3 years alienated. Parents got the jibbity. What do we do with our families? What did we do with that family that cast us aside for them? What do we do with those type of people, those sisters, those brothers, those uncles, those aunts, the dads, the moms that pretty much wrote us off for dead because Dr. Fauci and them? What do you do with that type of situation? Do you just leave them alone and just don't even have that drama or a headache from their part of your family again? Because if they didn't trust you then, and you're supposed to be blood, they'll never trust you. Nothing that comes out of your mouth, they will never trust you. So what do you do with that type of family member that disown you because you was right and they was wrong? Do you go back for another dinner? Or you act like they act since they pretended that you wasn't there and you don't exist and you dead to them? Do you continue, doing what they said for you to do, to continue to be dead to them? Or are they sitting there looking stupid right now because everything you warned against actually came true and they can't swallow their pride? So what do you do? Me personally, since I'm dead to you, you're dead to me. Hey there, Rachel, how you doing out there? Hey, Andrew, we have to love them and hope they survive. Now, pray for you. Knock the dust off my feet. Welcome to my new family. Say this one more time. Knock the dust off my feet. Wipe those tears from my eyes. Wipe the heaviness that they left there and the emptiness when they just threw me away like trash. And then I find a new family. Blood is thicker than water. Yeah, it is, but blood clots. It's not the family we was born in. Those bonds are not that strong. It's the bonds that we create, that people that don't even look like us, the ones that we choose to have that bond with, are the strongest bonds on earth besides a mother and a dad and their offsprings. Hey there, Maria. I ain't wasting no more love on them. They didn't love me enough. So, since I'm dead to you, you should forget about me to begin with. And God will bring me a whole new family like he did. So welcome to the family, Andrew. But I'm quick to cut people off too. At 49, I don't have time to play games. I got to protect my grandchildren, all 9 of them, and my nieces and nephews. But if my other grown-ass family members decide to cut me off, you don't pay my bills no way, and you don't live under my house. Get to stepping. Get to stepping. Ooh, Lucretia, you went through a lot in life to be that direct, and get to stepping. I want the half end of my life to actually be meaningful and not learning lessons every step of the way. Hey there, Frank Gunther. My lung doctor at the VA got so mad at me for refusing a jab, he ordered me 3 months of physical therapy 2 times. Hey, Teresa, how you doing out there? I'm seeing people dying and turning up with cancer and rare diseases almost daily. I tried to tell my sister, but after my sister took that first shot, and it messed up her heart. She's only 50, never had heart problems a day in her life. She's scared. So when your oldest sister called you to open up her heart and that she made a mistake, anybody remember? I'm like, is there any antidotes? What do we need to do? How can we reverse this? Because it messed up her heart, and she's gonna have heart issues for the rest of her life. So if I know she shares my DNA and that affected my oldest sister that much, can you imagine if I would have even had it an inkling in my mind to get a shot or a needle, what it would have done to my body? Whew. How you doing out there? What's going on? Lost my mother with the jab. Told them my loss not theirs. Hey there, what's going on, Sandy? How you doing out there? Hey, Trish, I had to get off there, y'all, because my stepdad and stepmom got all of the jabs now. Both have several cancers. They're both slowly coming back and calling me for information. Trish, be honest and be upfront, and there's nothing you can do. Trish said detox protocols. What are the detox protocols? People been asking for a solid year and a half, all up and down my timeline. Is there any way to get this out of them? So I started doing a little research. I don't even know what pine tar is. Pine tar. So I asked a question last year. Is there anything that these people can do against any of the side effects? Because hey there, what's going on? Hey, Sandy, how you doing? My husband died in January. He never got the shot, and I didn't either. So sorry about your loss. Hey, Vicky Cole, for everyone that said they trust and they love you, but then they looking at you like you are you got 3 damn heads and crazier than you know, that hurt my feelings. And they have to endure it on social media, have to endure it on every day of that 3-year period. How much more was we supposed to take before we turned to Mr. Mean Man and Mr. Mean Woman? It was no more peace at all be necessary. Forgive them and love them from it. Every damn day. Every day. It wasn't a day that didn't go by that I had somebody on my Facebook page, Twitter feed, somewhere over there with the yip yap. And they're calling me everything in the book because I refused to fall for the lie. I told you I was taking name, gonna kick ass later. Especially if it was true. And boo y'all. Pretty much everything, it was all true. Hey, Steven, how you doing out there? Hi. Did it hurt my feelings? Extremely. It just made me a bigger, tougher, more, I ain't putting up with your bullshit no more self. It made me hard. It made me harder. It made me hard. It made me hard. It made me put more stipulations on social media platforms. It made me put more stipulations in my life. It made me put more stipulations on the people that I will allow around me or even who I would consider my friends or family. That's what it actually made me do. And it made me get closer to people that don't look like me, but still are like-minded individuals that I could trust even faster than I could trust anything else out here in the real world. It made me look forward to doing this show each and every single day. So I didn't feel like, me and Dave didn't feel like we was islands out here by ourselves. That is where I picked up Braxton, a little young buck that I even learned from. This is where I picked up majority of y'all was within that 3-year period. And I learned and I grow not only spiritually, emotionally, financially. I grew. I zeroed in on what I wanted to focus in on life. And y'all helped build me. Y'all helped pinpoint my path. Y'all helped actually teach me on this path. And that's why anytime I speak, there's four topics that I'm always talk about. Y'all got me closer to God. All of this got me closer to my Heavenly Father. Because I was a lukewarm. Y'all got me closer to understanding what the real meaning of family truly is, and even the ones that don't look like you or don't have your blood. But then you gave me more appreciation and more love for my country. Donald Trump was a given. So those 4 topics just made me a stronger individual. That was God, family, my country, and Donald Trump. Because if that man can endure all of the shit that they pulled on him, we can deal it too. Hey, Charlotte, how you doing out there, Sherry? Hey, Tamara, how you doing? DM me. God put this here for us. I'm gonna say this again. I said it this morning on the live. I don't want to be here for this. I didn't think it was be in my lifetime. I did not think it would be in my lifetime. I did not think the mark of the beast, computer chip, getting microchip just to wave it because you want a loaf of bread or a bowl of soup at Panera. I didn't know they was going to try to make this a normal thing that, you know what, it's great if you go ahead and get microchip. I don't want to be here for all of this. I didn't want this to be in my lifetime that we were so advanced in it. Do you know they have mind control technology that they're putting in these 5G antennas all over these big ass major cities where they could change your brain wavelength? Have anybody heard that? That's coming up, that's actually out there right now, that they have the technology to even change the way you think. They could change your dreams. They could change your thoughts just by walking on the sidewalk. It's too much. It's just too damn much. And somebody said this, AI stands for all lies. So what are they really putting out there right now? Everything is AI. They said in an article today, in 3 years, you're not going to know what's true and what's not. And then, that's not even get on the holograms. I thought it was a fake, fictitious thing that never happened. And then they hologrammed Tupac. I'm like, holy crap, we got that type of technology now? Then I just happened to say that out there, Frank, and I happened to mention that, they're going to start bringing up Project Bluebeam. Then when they start bringing up Project Bluebeam, they start bringing up Arizona, where the federal government has already tested Project Bluebeam over the state of Arizona to where even the mayor saw something in the sky. What the hell is that? And now you watching videos of these sounds, these horns, I don't know what it is, in the sky that's happening all over the world right now. Okay. Hey, Colleen, it's a virtual world coming to life. You're not going to be able to believe your eyes. You got to believe your instincts and your spirit. We already failed on trusting our eyes. Hey there, hey Sheena, how you doing? What's going on, everybody? We've already failed when it comes to trusting our eyes. So it's only going to get, worse. D Live, on the second hour of the show, somebody over there, find the article of where the BRICS nations are getting ready to sign a peace contract for 7 years with Israel. Please don't let that be true. Please let that be a big ass lie. Please let that be fake. Creature, you cried. That must be serious. If you know the implications of that peace accord with 10 nations and a 7-year peace accord with the state of Israel, then you know every damn thing that I'm talking about, and that's scary. Hey, Wanda, I knew from the get-go it was a no. I think they already did it. You think that the nations in BRICS, B-R-I-C, have already signed a 7-year peace accord with Israel. Please don't let that be true. Please don't let that be true. Hey, Miss Cobb, I got called a conspiracy theorist. I had people stop talking to me because you was telling the truth. Discernment comes from God. His children will be led by him. Stay faithful until the end. I definitely don't want to burn in hell. I don't even like getting burnt on the stove. So me trying to prepare myself, I don't think there's enough sunscreen. And I definitely don't like none of them people to be hanging out with them forever and ever and ever. Amen. I just throwing that out there. It's happening. They're doing it. No, Margie. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. That's what they do, distract us with bullcrap to do all of their sneaky, evil stuff. And I hope y'all know that the new headquarters for the UN is almost complete. Hey there, Rick, just remember, we all have to die and go to heaven. If it's true, 10 horns, the prophecy. You got it, Donna. You understand why I got emotional and why I got scared. You understand the prophecy of the 10 crowns, 10 kingdoms, signing a peace accord with the nation of Israel and desecrating it within 3.5 years. So you understand the implications of everything that I just said. That don't argue with nobody else. Start watching that sky. Start preparing yourself. and start bracing yourself for what's to come. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, because there's a whole bunch of people that probably never will or think we are lying, and they do not see the writing on the wall, it is not for us to even point them in the right direction. If you caught on to what I would just said, and you know what I'm talking about, and you know this is truly prophecy, knock the dust off your feet, keep moving to the next person that actually will believe you. Hey there, what's going on? You had a dream? Frank said, I had a dream that Biden came on announcing he was not the president and the military was making him stand in front of them. I woke up so quick, excited that I didn't get to finish the dream. If the military take over, that's the last damn thing you want. But I think that's the only order in order to save any kind of a republic that we have. They have to step in. But look at the top leaders inside of the military right now. Do you trust Milley? Do you trust any of these generals that are sitting up there? Do you trust them? Think about it. Hey there, I pray it's not true. I pray it's not true. I really do. I pray that, that was just some fabricated AI video that almost had me in tears and Dave bouncing his knee. Please just tell me that ain't true, because that's hitting too close to home and it's about to make me have a hot flash. Hey, Angela, great is his faithfulness. Be prepared. Whew. So many people don't know. Hey, Lisa, I'm ready, but so many are not. In 2022, my infectious doctor told me that it wasn't as bad as they know how to deal with it better. I had an appointment with my vascular doctor, and he said he wanted me to take you to all the patents that was on vent. I don't understand, Libby. But if he told you don't take it, don't. Okay? Hey, Wendy, did you know that the military went and asked Trump to run? That's why he ran. No, I didn't. Is this the same military that's turning their back on him right now? Is this the same military that is turning their backs on the American citizen? That was always been my question. When my son got into the Air Force, this is not a conspiracy. I didn't know about Oath Keepers. I didn't know about a lot of this stuff. I didn't know. And I didn't know about there are actually military servicemen and women, retired, veterans, and not, that's willing to stand in the gap for us if the time is come, where they feel like the leaders inside of the military has lost their oath of office. There's some that's willing to stand in the gap for the rest of us and take them down if necessary, and I didn't have no idea. But that's just a rumor when my son was in the military. That was years and years and years ago. Then I started hanging around with more veterans. And they appointed me the ambassador for the Veterans for America. And I'm sitting here and I'm listening to these elderly veterans, and I'm listening to some of these younger VAs, and just sitting there and I'm listening to these veterans, and they said, ma'am, it's true. We took an oath to defend the nation, the borders, from domestic and foreign enemies. And that don't stop because we got out of the military. And I'm saying there's a whole bunch of y'all out there that really take that true. He said, yes, we take it true. We take a separate oath than the oath that we actually take when we get into the military. I'm sitting here like, where are y'all at? He said, sometimes you got to sit back and wait because it ain't that time yet. But there is a call if necessary, if we feel like our United States is falling. So don't give up on our military veterans either. I have no idea if that's true. I don't have any idea in the 5 branches. There is another secret organization in every branch that is willing to take on the people at high. I have no idea. But if I'm listening to all these veterans and these people that really have put their life on the line, then I got to believe and trust in what they saying. I truly do. Hey there, Rick. How you doing? Take care, you all. Are you grilling? Go and get some food in your system. Veterans' oath never expires. Wow. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Lucretia, the treaty is still in negotiations. Thank God. I don't want any nations to make a peace agreement with Israel. That is bringing in revelation and end time prophecy so fast. Look, I'm hugging myself trying to keep it together. Even I know that. Even I know when the 10 crowns, 10 heads, that is basically in Revelation, comes together and sign a peace accord with Israel, the nation of God, they're going to desecrate it in 3.5 years, and all hell is going to break loose. And I don't want that to happen in my lifetime. I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to happen in my lifetime. My mom looking at me right now, Mom, I know I'm not supposed to question God or even think that way, but I don't want that tribulation. I don't want that destruction of our world. There's too many good people. There's too much goodness still left out here to allow the evil to take over. But I know you cannot stop prophecy.
But ain't that one of the first books you used
Mom,
all the time?
that was I read Revelations. I don't know how many times when I was 12. All of it's coming. All the seals been broke. Mom said all of the seals have been broke. Is that all the trumpet sounds that's been going on for at least a decade?
But I need to go get some water.
Go and go some water. I read Revelations, and listen, people, if you're not equipped to read it,
Tell your people
don't.
to get their life together. That's all we got.
Mom said, get y'all life together. That's all we got to do. And as Elwin said, look up, because time is coming. It's drawing near. Hey, Robin, what's going on? I don't want it either. I don't want it. I have faith, Margie. I have a promise. And we have promise that they don't believe in. We have a promise that was guaranteed to us. They don't have that promise. So I'm banking on the promise from the Heavenly Father, not the men on earth. So I have a promise. We have a promise. Bank on that promise, because that's what gets me through that promise. The fear of it all is that promise. Hey now, Terry, what's going on? They said it was still in negotiations. Y'all keep an eye out on, seriously, y'all keep a straight eye out on any peace accords, agreements, contracts with any nation with Israel. Any nation. BRICS. Ooh, BRICS that's gonna be. Hey Vicky, how y'all doing? That's gonna be the downfall. I just have a feeling. BRICS and the battle between two factions, two sets of countries. BRICS on one side with their gang of countries, United States on their side with NATO and the rest of them. Sooner or later, it's gonna come to a head. And as we're finding out all these lies, all this pay to play, all the corruption that the federal government and our presidents in the past have done to all these other nations, it's not gonna turn out good. It's not. And we just, the chess pieces on the board. Hey there, Passy. 10 horns, 7 candlesticks. The candlesticks are the false churches and their leaders. And they rewrote the 10 commandments on Mount Sinai this year. They rewrote the 10 commandments for climate change. Who gives them the audacity? Hey, Marsha, it scares me to death. I had nightmares after I read Revelations. I read it when I was 12, and I read it 3 times back to back. Okay, now, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I stayed up. I was petrified. I was 12. I didn't know what I was doing. I just started reading and reading and reading. And after I read the first Revelation the first time, I had nightmares. It stuck with me for years. But me being me, picked it up and read it again. I read it 3 times. And that's what Mom said. She was like, when did you read Revelation the first time? I was 12 because I was bored. And I decided to pick up the Bible. And I went to that chapter first. Maybe I should have started in Daniel, okay? Hey now, it scares me to death. I had nightmares after it. Yes, ma'am. It's in the stars. Stephen, you see it? Look, you made me start scratching myself. Oh wow, I'm staying with the way God made me. Man, crazy ideas just mess most things up, Stephen. Every time. What Dave said to me today, and it does make sense. When they say it's for the greater good, it's for their greater good, not ours. When they were saying it's for the greater good, and that was the hashtag for every governor, every elected official, all of them had the same damn script. It's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. It was not for the greater good, but I told you that when they first started saying it. And then Dave reminded me today, everything that they did during that 3-year period was not for the greater good. It was only for their good. What happened during that 3-year period? They reset the world. They reset the currency. They reset. They made crooked ass deals behind the scenes. They put crooked laws on our books. They did this. So it was not for our greater good. It was for theirs. Because they was the ones that's making bank. They broke yours. Hey there, what's going on, Colleen? I just want to come and drink with you before it happens. Hey! Hey, pour it up, Long Island iced teas. Hey, Sheena. Hey, Jersey Jack, they can write whatever they want. It's not true or wouldn't want to be in their shoes. Yeah, they can write it. We the only ones that actually read it, digest it, and call it out for what it is, truly bold-faced lie. They followers, they're going to take that at face value, just like everyone that turns on a television set. Dave showed it again today. It popped up on his timeline. It was CNN mimicking Fox News. Fox News was mimicking MSNBC. MSNBC was actually mimicking ABC. ABC was mimicking NBC. NBC was mimicking CBS. And I'm sitting like, how's this making sense to anybody? They mimicking themselves. And then, was it Jersey? Or was it Kenneth? It was one of them two. One of the Jersey Kenneth. Hey, you know they all owned by the same people. What you mean? No, can't be. No, there ain't many independent news organizations in the world anymore. You know, Christian, it's like 6 or 7 corporate news networks. I was like, seriously, y'all? It's like, look it up. I love when y'all say do your own research. Stop saying that to me because you scare me. Y'all scare the daylights out of me on some of the stuff that y'all know that I am still in the dark about. But when I found out it was only 6 corporations around the world that actually put the news out there, I said, we got to change that. We got to do something to decipher the lies that they're putting out there. So what can we do? Give Cretia-isms. Cover your mouth. Get the truth out there the best you can. Read 15 articles a day. Throw up news articles all over your timeline. Snatch a news article from there. Try to show this right here. And we became on our own media network, which I'm sure they hate. Hey there, what's going on? Hey, Colleen, thank you. You can have a drink with me anytime. I'm just saying. The trumpet sounds will be heard all over the world. We will have a false prophet first. Whoever dedicates the new Babylon is the Antichrist. Say this one more time. Whoever body that dies, world leader that dies, big name person, very rich person, whoever they lay at a state of rest inside of the new Babylon temple, and he rises 3 days later, because it's going to happen. It's biblical. It's written. And all of the world worship at his feet. The Antichrist, the false prophet, and the world monetary system. If all of those people start worshiping and bowing down and directing you to worship and support one person and one person only, you better run for the hills. I mean, the mountains ain't going to save you, but you know, something is about to hit the fan. I'm going to say this one more time. For the people that don't believe me, I don't care. The one world leader that everybody gushes over and everybody worship, especially the news media, especially the left, especially Hollywood, especially the world leaders, and especially the World Health Organization, NATO, the UN, all of them. When they start pushing one guy to the forefront, you better not bow. You better question everything, and you better not trust that person. I'm going to say it one more time in case you don't know. Soros get behind him. Klaus Schwab get behind him. Musk get behind him. Zuckerberg get behind him. Bezos and them get behind them. Everywhere you see on your timeline, on your television, everywhere you go, and you see one particular person that they're pushing to the forefront. Drop to your knees, get your life right, and start paying attention, because all hell is about to hit the fan. But before we get into anything else that might not be allowed to say on Facebook, y'all know what to do. This is the top of the hour. Y'all get over there to www.fallbackusa.com. That's D-Live. Or you can go to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes. That's Rumble. Or you can go to our website, which is fallbackproductionstudios.com. And then, like I said, I did not say it today, Jersey, the Freedom Fest is called off. We got a buttload of shirts again. Y'all make sure y'all get over there to our Etsy store. That's Etsy Fallback USA. Any 2 items that you purchase, you get 1 free. And don't forget, tomorrow morning is the very first of Coffee with Cretia, where we just talk because we want to. Any topic goes, sort of. And we just going to have fun every morning starting at 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I start Coffee with Cretia. We got to do something with these mugs. So let's go ahead and put some coffee in it. Get out here first thing in the morning and start chit-chatting. So on that note, everybody, we'll see y'all back here in a couple of minutes. Y'all know what to do. Get on over there so we can have a hootenanny time. Dave, you got that new rap video? F. Biden, I'm voting for Trump. Make sure you have enough time to pull that up. F. Biden, I'm voting for Trump. If you don't like cussing, I prefer you to not actually play it. What you mean it's not working? Oh, okay then. Well, we'll be right back. See some of y'all tomorrow. Go ahead, Dave. All right, y'all. I am with Patriot Mobile because they believe exactly what I believe in, and that is the Constitution. That is the Second Amendment. That is the freedom of speech. That is God, family, and country. So everything that I believe in, Patriot Mobile believe in it too. And once you go over there,